All right, so next, we're going to practice this new tool. And I know, Dave, you already said you use bubbles, and this will just be relatively quick. And when we say bubbles, they're not bubbles like blowing bubble like little kid bubbles. They are very I don't want to use the word thick, but they're not penetrable is the word I want to use. And we use them to secure a space. So you secure your body, you secure the room you are in, you secure an idea or a situation, you put it in a bubble, essentially. And you clear out the energy that's in the bubble. You have a very secure space that belongs to you, and nothing can really enter. And it's an energetic tool. And again, I think many of us have this idea, and even some of these pictures I posted on the slide, they give the idea that, oh, I can just poke through that and it's going to pop, but it's not. It's more like if you see the woman in the graphic walking on that piazza, that bubble looks pretty robust. I mean, that's really more of the idea of when you're in a bubble or you put a bubble around a situation. So for instance, situations like, I think Dave described it too in his home, but when I've done groups or even with this group, we're in a bubble. And so no energies can come in to disrupt us. And often in these types of settings, you find it's easier to ground, it's easier to run energy, it's easy to have these free-flowing conversations, and it's safe and secure. Other things I use bubble for, like we'll do in a moment for mock-ups or for situations or just anything that you want to claim for yourself. But for purposes of this experiment, we're going to put ourselves in a bubble, or you can think of a situation if you like, or someone you would like to put in a bubble and just try it on. So let's all go back into our center of our head space. Go ahead and take a deep breath and close your eyes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just notice your grounding, check your energies running, and then out in front of you, you're looking out 6 inches in front of you, and surround yourself with a bubble. See yourself with a bubble all around you. And when you do that, the first thing you're probably going to notice is it gets super quiet, almost like a soundproof room if you've ever been in a soundproof studio or anything like that. It just gets really just, I don't know, there's no movement even. It's really just beyond quiet, and the sound doesn't travel. That's how bubble feels to me. It may feel different to you, but that's how it feels to me. It's just really extremely quiet. And just sit with yourself in a bubble for a moment, top to bottom, front to back. And it doesn't have to be small. It can be really large. And then you can, once you feel that bubble and you feel its presence in your space, you can go ahead and blow that bubble up. And then I want you to secure your room, the room you're in. I want you to put the room you're in or the space you're in, put that in a bubble as well. Really feel your entire space being encapsulated by a bubble. Now, the next step we're going to take on this, and we should have done it on the other, but what I want you to do is put a grounding cord on the bubble, and the grounding cord will just go to the center of the planet like any other cord. And I want you to drain out any excess energy that's in the room. I want you to just drain it out. And you just see it like a glass of water emptying out, just draining out. And then I want you to fill that bubble up with your own energy, the highest form of your energy, your essence energy, the purest form of who you are, whatever that looks like to you, if it's a color or if it's just sparkles or whatever that is. But see that filling back up like a glass of water, now we're filling it up. I want you to fill up that bubble with your own energy. And don't get stuck on what that is, just you can do it. You know how to do it. And then that bubble becomes, or that room becomes full of your energy. And sit with that. When I feel this in my own world, I feel like I can breathe better. I don't know how else to say it. All of a sudden, I breathe more deeply. The air is clearer. It's almost a physical sensation to me. May not be that to you, but that's my experience of a room that has a bubble in it with my energy. Yes, so if you need more practice with that, go ahead and blow that one up and do it again. But now that you've claimed your room and emptied out the space, you probably won't have the same dramatic experience as the first. But you can redo the bubble you did with yourself, because I didn't take you through that practice. Put the bubble specifically around your body and claim the space right around your body as well, clearing it out and filling it up with your own energy or an energy of your choosing.